Hi, this is Jojo Buchmann Art. In this video, I'm going to be showing my high school 2D portfolio. This is my second AP art course. I'm not in high school anymore, but I'm very proud of this one. And the theme concentration of the portfolio is how can I connect to my higher self through nature? Can nature be a place of introspection and to connect more? How can I find connection with my ancestral roots, with myself and nature, and getting away from the chaos? So, this piece and the next two are about exploring my ancestry. This one's actually on my mom, and the colors are changed. This is from a photo, and I changed the colors and painted it. I actually didn't know what colors. I just went into it and started painting, and then the colors figured themselves out. Here's the next piece in it. Um, this one's photography, and I did digital overlay with photos of flowers from spring. This piece came out really good. I think I did this really fast. This this piece is called This Place, and I made this piece later in the year, and it's about missing Venezuela, which is one of my countries where my family is from. And this piece is about like exploring the memories I have and the memories that I could have had. And I really like how I incorporated a lot of aspects of the culture. Look at me, look at me. Um, as well as my own. Like the flowers are a national symbol. The statue right here is Maria Leonza, which is something that now that I know about, I never knew about. I just researched myself. I resonate with. And I got baptized at this church, but I don't go to this. I'm not religious like that. Um, Also, I love eating mangoes. These people, I got this image off Google, and they look like um, family members of mine. So I just used it. You know, we have to ball. This piece took a month to do. Here's some pictures of it when it wasn't done. I actually live painted some of it. I actually got a lot of work of it done that day. Here's another picture. This one I drew too. The other one I did like an initial painting, which was like a sketch in my mind, and then later I had to go in and find like images of the thing. Like you could see these, like I searched these image up and then I put them together the way my mind had them. And here's actually like the process. Like this picture right here, here's me printing them out and putting them together. Here's me tracing them. I actually got some inspiration when I went to see this artist in person. It showed me like, hey, here's a new way for me to like combine like my abstract and realism together. So when I saw this artist when I was visiting for college, it was really cool to see. Moving on to the next portion, this one more focuses about me, my identity, and how I can connect with nature and my relation to God and the divine and my spiritual practices. So this piece I did when I was in Chicago, and it's about like this kind of relates now, like the difference in living in the city versus like the country, and like just like what it does to different parts of my identity and how I interact in different spaces. This piece I did in the forest kind of near where I live, and I also was meditating and I just saw this in my mind kind of, so I had to rush home and do this. And then I think that this part on the right, I had already like, this is, I think that's what I was writing out like while I was meditating, and then this page is like what I saw like later when I went home to draw it. And then this is the next piece in the portfolio. This one is like Palo Santo, and um the background is just like chalk drawings I did and overlaid, but this one is just a little hint, or like just exploring like practices or little things you could do to feel more connected or to the spirit realm and things of that nature. This piece I low-key feel like it was filler because I just took this picture for myself and I was just like, let me use this for the portfolio. The next piece goes along with this, so I also kind of had a vision for this one, and something told me to take a picture of me like that, and then I decided to put the heart, and I wanted to do like a forest in the background and like water but it ended up like this, and honestly it turned out better than I thought, and I really like how I did my signature down there, and I really like this piece. And then this piece I actually got a vision also when I was doing meditation. So this is the image that I had to go home and take, because this is the first step of what I saw in my mind when I was also meditating in the sun. And then I also started like doing textures in the background, and I actually had to draw it. So here's what it looks like. The canvas is like 2 by 3 feet. This was a sketch that I did all the way later. I already had all the idea. I really didn't need to do this, but I just had to do it, show my process. Here's more of the workings. And then again, here's the final piece. This one's called New Beginnings. A lot of everything in here is about like rejuvenation and new starts. And actually, I was showed this piece to someone yesterday, and I was telling her how I chose the color blue because that's the aura I was feeling and just the vibe. And she also said like the blue colors associated with the third eye chakra. So that also, like, as I have new beginnings and release, I'm able to have more discernment and things that I want and don't want, and energies that I allow and don't allow into my space. So this actually is right on brand, the color blue, for all of this. And then I always like to say that that's not a bee, that's a wasp. I see those a lot in the summer where I'm from, and I like to see any flying animal, birds, insects, any animal as a spirit guide or some sort of message that I need to see. Yesterday, I saw like 50 deer run across my path, and then I was driving later, and then 4 deer just went right in front of me. So, like, nature can really be a connection to another world. They say, like, for example, deers can be a lot of messages. One of them are that angels, also something about guidance, something else about, like, I don't remember. Also, this one is another interpretation of the very first piece of this portfolio. This is actually like I had to take a picture, a reference picture, to paint that first painting, and then I edited this. And this is actually like part of the process where I got that image. So, and then here's this one as well. For this one, for this one, like I overlay like flowers are also like where I'm from that I really think are pretty. And then here's the last one in the portfolio where it all ends. And fun fact, this is me like 6 months later from when I took this photo. I also have poems for most of the paintings that I just showed you that go along with this portfolio. And I also even made a 20-minute video that's on Vimeo that combines the poetry that I wrote and the art, and also additional videos of me in nature as well as in the city. And this all synthesizes to show more bits and pieces of my process. So now I'm going to read a poem for this painting. It's called New Beginnings. If I rushed ahead, would I now be behind? Doing me, I can now see the light, even though it flickers sometimes. I still know my direction. I didn't always. I had to learn to be. I had to be so I could see what is truly for me. With the light I know now what is for me. Within I now see the value brought to the world by me. Only me, which is why I choose to share it so openly. Do you see your passions and gifts have value and that it contributes to the world? This is uniquely mine. But now knowing what I'm worth, I choose to shine. Here's another one, truth. What is truth? Can it survive? Can it exist in a world full of lies? To reveal what I once thought I should hide? To release fear and say goodbye to a false stride? To live my truth authentically throughout my life? I don't have time for the whole thing. Thank you for watching this video. And also go check out the whole video on Vimeo. Goodbye.